All right, Robert. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate it. You guys are you guys at Porter are one of the top teams on the top 10 list. You guys are basically tied with last year's Rivera team. You guys are both undefeated. You're both just just very dominant in the season. So how does that feel for you to be mentioned as a part of one of those teams, one of the best teams uh, from the uh, from the city of Brownsville?
Well, first of all, it's an honor being recognized as the best team of all time in Brownsville. First, because there's a lot of talent here in Brownsville, and to be recognized as the very best is just simply an honor. There's no words to describe it. Well, the next, there was ups and downs throughout the season. My freshman year, we didn't even make it to playoffs, but that just benefited us because it made us stronger for us to come back harder for next season. Well, this couldn't have been done without many other supporters we had, like God. That was the first thing. God was always in our mind. Without him, this wouldn't have been possible. Also, our family that was always with us, the school, they always had our back. So we just want to say thanks to them for always supporting us throughout our journey. And well, it's an honor to be recognized as one of the best at Brownsville. And well, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Alexis. Thank you again for your time as well today. Obviously, just a great season for you guys. Capped off with the state title. What is something you remember the most about this past season during the season?
I will remember the most the practices and the time we spent together with the team. It was really good moments. We had our downs. I think we had more downs than ups my 4 years, but we came up together for last year and we did a great job and we won the state title.
All right, Anthony. Thank you again for your time as well today. As we talked about, you guys were state champions this past season, and I know that was just a wonderful feeling, and just a wonderful way to cap off your wonderful season that was unbeaten. But for you, I guess what does it mean, I guess, to be a part of a team like that, and obviously a team that will be probably talked about and remembered for a really long time?
Well, it's like a blessing. Like last year they would talk about Rivera, that the players did this, the players did that. Now they're talking about us, that we made a different story from them. Like some of the same story because we both won state, but it's a different story because we went all the way over there. Our team was in like that really. We had our up and down, but like we got together as a family and we all managed to pick up our head and go for a dream.
I guess actually one last thing. How do you guys compare yourselves with that team, or like do you see similarities in with that team, or do you feel like it was just very different in that respect?
Oh, very different. Like we all had different players. We all played different, but like we're all most talented. We all know how to play sport that we all love.
Okay. Coach, well, thank you very much for your time as well. I appreciate it. Uh, I guess if the first season with Porter couldn't have gotten any better in that respect, winning a state title. How did that feel for you to kind of be just a part of that, and especially in your very first season?
It was a very, very moment where it was unbelievable for me as a Porter graduate. First year coaching here at Porter, be able to take, you know, the state title is something that nobody can imagine. I'm doing it the first year. For me, it was just a mix of emotions, and I guess it pays all the work that you put into the season and into the program. When everybody comes together, and it's a whole. It's like a puzzle. You bring all the pieces in. coming in from your support staff, your coaches, your players, your parents, administration, teachers, everybody. Everybody comes in together, and it becomes a force that you see it through the season, that you're growing, and you know that you're gonna get there no matter what. And that's what I felt as I came in here, working with Coach Espita, Coach Monteo, and the kids. It was something that it clicked. We knew what the goal was, we knew what the path was, and we had no hesitations of working together because we agreed on everything, and everything that we put in each other's ideas. They all came together, and it worked at the end.
Good. All right, Coach Espita, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Rivera won a state title last year. You guys won a state title this year. Obviously, people are going to kind of compare those two teams. Are going to probably for a long time comparing every different aspect of those seasons. But you guys were both unbeaten, both won 28 games in your season. So, but how do you see, I guess, your team in that respect, and how do you compare to the Rivera team last year?
Well, last season, we thought they had a great team, and we thought we had a very similar team to theirs. And honestly, in some sort of way, we felt that last year, yes, we did have a strong team, but we kind of depended on one or two of our players a lot. So we noticed we knew that we had the team to make it to the state tournament also with Rivera, and we knew that was going to be started for Brownsville, and we're excited about that. But we fell short, and they did their job. They went out there and they won. So for us, it was a total failure because we had the team to do it. But instead of just being upset about it or being doing this or that, we just worked hard in the off season because that was our motivation. We used it as a motivation for us to come back strong this year. And yes, we lost some very key players, from the team, but we were able to turn everything into more of a team concept and not depend on anybody. And the guys worked very hard during the off season. They believed that they could do it, and they committed 100% to the team. They were here in practice every single day. There was no incidents throughout the season. Everything was towards the same goal. We were all working together towards the same goal. And one of the things as coaches that we would tell them was that if all of us work together, the team's going to be stronger. We can't have one horse here, one horse there, and trying to go two different ways because it's going to be hard to advance. So if all of us pull together towards the same direction, it's going to be easier to keep advancing. So we started working. The season came. They were physically ready. They were mentally ready. They were prepared for the season. They were excited about the season because we felt that we had failed the season before. So this year, everything started, and it wasn't smooth, right? We were working really hard, and we had some injuries. We had some setbacks, but we kept winning games. We kept on advancing. The team kept looking better, and we would miss a player here and there, and their backup or whoever was the backup player was prepared, was ready for the challenge. So that never slowed us down. So we just kept continued progressing. The team kept getting better and better. When district started, we were ready. We were like a well-oiled machine. We knew that nothing was going to stop us, and we took our district season as our practice to prepare for the playoffs. And when the playoffs started, we saw that more of we would tell our players. Our coaching staff would tell the players and that was a real season. That was the season that we were waiting for, which was the playoffs. So when the playoffs started, we looked good against Edinburgh Vela. We had a wake-up call against Calallen, and after that, there was nothing was gonna stop us. So we knew Pace was gonna be Sherryland, and Pace were gonna be strong, and we knew we had some challenges, but it was either them or us, and so we were very focused. We took care of all the details. The players took care of their rest and their recovery, their nutrition, and their hydration. So everything we were taking care of all the little details that we hadn't taken care of the season before. The discipline was 100%. No, there was practically no worries, we had no problems on that. We made it to the state tournament, which was our goal, to be there, and of course the goal was to win it all. We knew that Rivera had it, and we knew we had the team like Rivera we had a strong team like Rivera had it, and they took care of business. So we were so close, and we're not going to let it go. So comparing both teams, I would say for us it's an honor, like for us to be compared with them. You know, a team that went 28-0, and nobody thought that someone was going to be able to emulate that, to do that again. And that was the motivation of our players. You know, they had played with them. They played in little leagues with them. They had played against those kids with them, and so they knew that they could play with them and stay with them. They could do what they did too. So that was our motivation. And of course, even the Rivera players motivated some of these players to do it and to believe that they could do it and to bring back home the state title. And that feels good because you could see the unity of Brownsville soccer. They were motivating them for them to go out there and play and not get nervous. So they went out there, they won the game. It wasn't easy. We had a team that was nationally ranked number 2, and that was the favorite practically to win the game. But our players believed that they could do it. They never stopped fighting. They ran for every single ball, and we scored the goals that we had to, and we took care of our penalty kicks. So we were able to bring back home another state title for Brownsville and the second one for Porter. But again, you know, it's an honor just to be recognized in the top spot for Brownsville soccer, considering all those great teams that we've had in Brownsville, great players, great athletes, great coaches, and to be considered the top, it's another blessing. You know, the blessings keep coming, and well, that's been the story of the season, because you know we kept telling our players, you got to be humble and work really hard, like if there was no tomorrow. So now their rewards have been coming. So that's all thanks to the support that we got from our administration, from our coaches, from our players, that they believed in the program, they believed in themselves, and their hard work paid off at the end. So we're excited, really happy about that.